It's fine.
Okay.
Got it.
All right.
So my solar panels are the back of the house. Most people have patios on the back of the house, as I do. The front of the house has a front door that steps into a foyer. So you might say my house is 90 degrees wrong
Mhm.
because the front doesn't face the road. But it's not, because the house was specifically built for solar panels. And they face woods. And 50% of the year, they're hidden in the woods. So it keeps coming up by vendors like Solar Wolf. It's not the first time they brought my house up. And it's not a good example. They should learn that and drop it.
Sir,
He didn't bring it
I
up.
would like to add that I didn't say anything like that.
Yeah, that's,
So-
that's your neighbor. The neighbors have brought it up. The owners of the
The
property.
owners brought it up.
Yeah,
I
the Solar
heard-
Wolf did not.
So
could hear them
I
down
don't
the
know what
hall.
Solar Wolf Energy has to do with any of
But,
that, sir.
well, Solar Wolf has brought that up before,
Okay.
Not this
and they
department.
brought it up in the appeal. They brought it up in the appeal with the whole commission.
Understood. I mean, and I can only speak from my experience with Solar Wolf Energy. I personally love the place I work at, and I know that I have never brought up anything like that. So I apologize for anything that you thought you
Well,
heard from me today.
Yeah,
So
so anyway,
I will say Solar Wolf sends very pleasant representatives to come before us.
I heard handsome too.
So
Yeah, I push it.
But thank you.
good. Okay. So the next item,
oh, wait, don't we have to do the paperwork for that?
oh yeah, okay. Okay, so we only need this sheet. So this was denied, right?
Yes.
So you'll have to put in reasons for denying it. September 8th, right? I would sign it, but the reason for denial
Yeah. Yeah.
is because it's so
Yes.
obviously
Yes.
facing the street. No, they could have put it on top of the porch.
I'm with them. It's a very rarely traveled, quote, public way. So I don't know that there's any reason to,
Yeah, but
someday we'll get over this.
technically, they could have used the entire porch in front.
Well, then you'd still see it.
It's
I
a
mean,
lower angle.
it's the whole visible thing, you know?
Well, it's not very visible.
It'd still be visible.
That's such a,
And this is a
low angle.
much smaller roof than the full roof.
right.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I have a lot of experience, talking about solar and stuff like that. I'm not too familiar with the customer's house as being there in person. I really only know it based off of the design. Can I just approach so I can see what section you're talking about being the porch?
So there's a porch across the whole front of the house.
Mhm.
Lower section right
Yeah.
here.
That little,
It still faces the main road though.
If we could come back with a design that showed some incorporation of that, would that be something that, pleases the?
Yeah, there,
better get some neighbors' signatures too, because I think it's still going to be visible and this gang is
yeah, but
against visibility.
And I can appreciate that. Thank you.
One comment about the neighbors' signatures, since that's been brought up for a second time. We had an application that we denied, and they went to it, they appealed.
Okay.
And the homeowner had a petition that he had circulated in the neighborhood with signatures. And at that meeting, I represented this committee. And I pointed out that when you present a petition at the front door of a neighbor and say, please sign this, very difficult for that neighbor to say, no, I'm not going to sign it. what would be persuasive, and the other members of the commission, all the other chairs of the commission agreed with me, what would be persuasive is a letter. Each neighbor writes a well-reasoned, thoughtful letter expressing his or her or their desire to have solar panels on that specific house. So a petition, I'm just alerting you,
Not a
and you can
petition.
alert the homeowners too,
Yeah.
that a petition probably will not persuade, based on my experience,
Understood.
will probably not persuade the other chairs of the other towns. Letters, on the other hand, letters have power.
Yeah, I agree with you. Anything with more text is going to imply that there's more effort behind, your meaning, right? But, if I'm just asked of my general opinion on that as a person, because I have very little, to do with that.
Cindy agreed, and Elizabeth.
I do
didn't.
not.
My,
So I'm not
my,
signing
my
it.
name means everything to me. You know what I
You
mean?
have
It
to
means my
sign it,
heritage. It means everything,
There's
right?
no for denial.
It means who I am as a person. If I'm gonna, and I don't just put that down on any piece of paper. You know what I mean? So,
Well-
but I would just respectfully disagree, just as my opinion as a person. But I will let Solar Wolf Energy know so that way they can handle it further.
Yeah,
But I do agree with you. Obviously, anytime there's more text to paper, it shows that there's been more
Yeah.
effort. put
I'm
into consideration.
trying to help you
Oh,
in your
yeah, yeah.
cause.
And listen, I'm not trying to disagree or anything like that. This is just my opinion as a person. But
Yep.
I will definitely pass that along. Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
but no, thank you for that. I really, I don't want it to come off as,
shit.
me being disrespectful in any
wrong
way.
one.
That's
no,
just
no,
my-
no, don't worry about it. I already extended kudos to you for your presentation, so,
Thank you.
I'm not going to lay it on any thicker. So-
I can appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, all right.
The next item is concerned with putting solar panels on a house at 68 Marshside Drive. Emily Woodenberg is the owner and Solar Wolf the agent. There are 31 solar panels. And young lady, you can come up and sit here if you wish. And there's a microphone there for you.
How's it going?
Good.
All right. So, I believe you're Emily.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, Emily. I'm Foster.
Thank you.
All right. So, Emily, I believe this is your house.
Yes, it is.
All right. So, everyone, this is Emily's house here.
Perfect.
Emily, I do have a design for your project as well. For everyone here, these solar panels are aimed to be on the back of the house and on the side. So I don't think there should be too much of an issue with the layout, but if you guys would like, I could pass this around.
No, I think we have it in our
The
package.
information we need.
Yeah.
We got it.
And I agree. It looks to me like it's on the back.
Are there any abutters to this property present?
No, they're not present. They did send in an email. When I talked to the Yarmouth people, they said, and I gave them a packet, and they could either write a letter or they could email, which they did.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I was told that my abutters, I don't know how many wrote. I passed out 3 letters. A
So
couple told me.
abutters responded via
Yes,
email?
yes.
There are 2 emails in our
here.
packet.
Right.
Okay.
I think we have one letter of support in here.
There's 2.
There's
I
2?
think there's 2.
There are 2.
Okay.
I was very impressed that they could use emails because that's so convenient. Thank you for that.
I think in this case, the panels are in the back. There are 4 on the side, but the side, even with the abutter to the right, they're at such an angle that I don't believe they can see this. I'm not sure what this little road is behind here. What's the little
Fire
road?
easement.
What is it?
It's a fire easement heading.
Fire easement.
Heading
Okay.
down to Hokinah
Fire,
Road.
firemen don't care about solar panels, so
I don't know about that.
so we'll just eliminate that right
Okay.
now. But that, I think, as I said, the panels that are visible are, I don't think they'd be visible to any great extent to the neighbor to the right.
And it's basically, you're at a Circle cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Right. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay.
I move to approve.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 See, we're not solar ogres.
Well, Emily, it was nice meeting you.
That's my moment.
That was it.
Thank you.
Another solar.
Welcome.
Mhm.
Let's- These can be signed if, well, if they're on the back.
Does
It's in a parking lot though.
does she need to sign anything, Richard?
He-
He's gonna
I'll
sign?
have him do it.
Okay.
No signing?
No, you're
all set. You
can
have
Mr. Foster do it.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
You're still here. That means you're with this one?
Yeah.
Residents.
The day's not over yet.
Smart. Smart, smart. Okay,
Okay.
all right. It's pretty much a parking lot.
Mhm.
Such a lefty.
I know.
I'm a righty lefty. I turn my paper this way.
The next item is also concerned with solar panels. At 947 Route 6A, Christopher George is the homeowner and Solar Wolf is the agent. This is for 31 solar panels with microinverters, etc. So,
All right. It's me again. So this is another house that we have presented in front of you guys because it is on the back side of the house. Now you will see in the designs, because I just found out you guys have designs in front of you. So I'm not going to ask to pass this one around again. But I will say that there are panels on the east-west location of the roof, but it should be protected, in my opinion, by the main section of the house. So it should not be visible from the street.
Mhm. Agreed.
Are there any abutters present?
No.
I move to approve.
second,
I'll second.
okay. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you, guys.
Okay,
Now, does he have to sign
yeah,
for these? So you've got to come up.
Okay.
you'll have to come up and sign this document.
2 out of 3, not bad.
Yeah.
I think that's a song. Isn't that by Meatloaf?
Meatloaf.
I like Meatloaf. What do we got here?
So this document says that you're going to build it as designed. And if you can make any changes, let us know in advance. Okay, so you can sign here.
You're out.
Did you do the house on Squirrel Run? I remember you from before.
Me,
You probably don't remember
To be honest, I remember customer names. I don't remember addresses.
houses, really?
too often.
Mm.
It's only because I do have a lot of customers, so I remember names and then.
As
I look
opposed to
up the-
locations.
Yeah, it's just, I remember people, not houses, to be
Yeah.
honest. so.
Well, I do too, and I remember you, so.
I came here once before and I did sit in front of the majority of you guys, so. it was
Yeah.
pretty cool, but It's nice to see you guys.
Never forget this.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, so this looks a bit problematic. Where is this? Where is this?
Thank you. You too.
Let's see here.
Does it make sense to bring back this one at this point in order to let them
We
go?
tabled to the end of the meeting.
We have to go to
so
the end, okay,
Since they're at home.
yeah, okay, yeah, which, that's true, it's a little easier, yeah.
Do we have anybody here for this
The guy from Sunrun, Steve Kelly, is on the Zoom.
on
Oh, he
Zoom?
is?
Okay. Item 5 on our agenda is for the installation of 42 roof-mounted solar panels at 6 Rising Knoll Path. Colleen Skiver is the owner and Sunrun is the agent. And I believe they're on Zoom. So if we make contact there.
Can you click on the guidance?
Then I'll have the. You should be in. You should be on.
Lisa, are letters
Steve
sent out to
Kelly?
abutters all the time as a
Yes.
matter of course?
Yes.
So
Yes.
the people who were abutting this house have been given the opportunity
Yeah.
to speak,
Yes.
Okay,
They get a
and they're not
letter
here,
with telling them
as
when
far
the
as I
hearing
know.
is so that they. can-
unless they're on Zoom. I don't know.
Every butter gets a letter.
Because Steve Kelly, I guess, is,
Yes.
Yes, can you hear me now?
okay, good, gotcha. Fine.
I'm the distinguished solar representative.
Good.
We love that. Can't get enough of that.
Okay.
I'd just like to say that I've had limited visibility on these projects and unfortunately haven't been able to do a drive-by. So I know I'm on the agenda for the next meeting and might want some consideration to bump them if there's an issue with the projects.
Would you prefer that we table the application until the next meeting? Would you feel better prepared?
Well, there's no doubt I will be better prepared. I'm concerned about both designs. They seem to be, one of them in particular seems to be quite a bit in the woods.
Mhm.
And I've been listening all evening, so for that reason, I think I would be better served being there in person and
All right,
perhaps
Oh.
round up some troops.
we aim to please. I move to table the application to the next meeting.
Can I make one comment? The only picture in here, well, the picture shows solar panels on both facades of the roof in both directions, and what I don't see in this packet is where the other homes are relative to the roofs. I see the map that shows each lot, but I can't tell which of these homes views
Right.
the panels.
Yeah, there's two houses diagonally across from that house that clearly visible to them, but I mean, I just asked Lisa, if they have an opportunity to come and they don't, I don't know, a silence acquiescence, I don't
Well,
know.
But are they informed where
Well,
the panels are being mounted?
would
or
anyone
just-
like to second my motion?
Well, we were kind of,
I'd like to, accommodate the applicant.
I'll
I
second.
don't see any reason why
Yeah,
we
I'll-
shouldn't.
Okay, she seconded, that's fine.
Yeah, just comment before I take a vote on this to Steve. When you do go out and check out the property yourself, you may find that you can get more solar panels if you reorganize them and not to have so many on roof number 1, 3, and 4, because you'll be able to get more on roofs 2, the back. So
Sure.
do we have a second?
Yeah, no,
Go ahead.
I get that. I understand that and not having eyes on it. And this is a sort of a legacy project from Vivint Solar. I've been working for Sunrun for the past 7 years and we've taken over Vivint. And so I don't have as much access to the files, et cetera, photos as I would like. So I think that tabling it at this time would be a good
Okay,
choice.
we're good.
So we seconded it.
A lot of
second.
panels.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, we'll second it and we'll see you.
Now he's
Mhm.
gonna
Mhm.
want to table the next one too.
Oh, okay.
And you will see me on the next meeting because we already have 3 items on the agenda. So this will bump it up to 5. And I'll be there in person.
So wait, are you advocating for tabling the next item on the agenda as well?
Well,
52
again,
Very long. Would-
that
would-
one might be more offensive than the first one.
Okay.
I moved to table the second one as well.
Right.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Tabling this?
Aye.
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 Okay, so we table.
Again, I'd like to drive around the neighborhood and
Makes
you're
sense.
the ultimate choice, but I think that you would agree with my assessment if you took a look at it.
Right,
Did you hear the previous hearing, Steve?
The first one tonight,
The one with Solar Wolf?
correct. Yes, I did.
So you know what the
And-
letter rather than a petition, et cetera, et cetera.
Correct. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, I've attended a fair amount of these meetings in the past.
okay, the next item is on 152 Thatcher Shore Road. And Frederick and
Do
Cynthia
you have a
Ecker
picture of what
are
you
the
want to put in?
owners. And they're proposing to put up.
Is it a yard arm?
No, so what we're
Wait,
proposing,
he's not
what we're
finished.
proposing is a wooden sailboat spar that came off of like a 36-foot sailboat. It's currently in our barn at an angle, and we couldn't really take a picture of it the way it is. But picture a spruce mast, and the mast itself is about 45 feet tall. We're going to cut it down to 30 feet, and it does have a spreaders that we hope to use. We'll have a taller mast, and the spreaders come out about 8 feet down. So we could potentially have a smaller flag on either of those, whether it be a family flag or a state flag or something like that.
Will it be wooden colored then?
It's varnished, right?
Wood.
Currently, there's a white fiberglass flagpole that's in bad condition and the line broke a couple of years ago and it's in concrete. There's no way to get it down to fix the line.
How tall is the one there? About 25 feet?
Something like that. It's hard to measure it.
20
It's
maybe?
between 20 and 25.
Or
I'm not
20,
even know exactly how far.
So your
Nice.
motivation is to substitute something more historically appropriate?
Yes.
Okay.
How can we find fault?
Are there
with
any
this?
abutters to this project present?
Oh, good for you.
Hearing none, I move to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Aimless.
Now, let's see.
Does she have to sign anything for you?
Oh, do I have to-
We,
Yeah, you do.
yeah,
This is for you as the owner. Owner.
yeah, sign it.
Because my dog is like peeing in the picture.
I love it. I very much like it. That's a good one for posterity.
And Elizabeth. Now, it looks like Flintlock is not going to be here. So the next item is concerned with replacing patio door at 22 Flintlock Way. The homeowner is Stephen Garner, and Renewal by Anderson is the agent, and often Renewal by Anderson is on the line.
Do we have anybody on the line, sis?
I don't know.
Doesn't look like it.
It's in yours too. Oh, yeah. What is it?
No.
Which door? Did anybody figure that out?
Oh,
The patio doors leading out to the
Whatever
deck.
door they're showing isn't the thing that they're showing at the end
No,
here.
I don't think so. The, I was going through this carefully again when I got here.
It is the name.
I am on the line if you can hear me representing Stephen Garner.
Hi, Jake.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
Good.
We're
Jay.
puzzling. Yeah, go ahead.
There are doors all over this house.
Yeah, well, we're actually not replacing a door. We're installing a door behind the existing wooden barn door. Currently that's there, that is going to actually stay in place. That opens. And on the inside of that unit, we're going to be installing a 4-panel narrow line patio door
Good idea.
Is that on the house or the shed?
on the barn, the shed.
Okay.
The barn.
So you're not going to even see this. When the
Exactly,
you close, you don't even see this.
And the doors.
right.
What's there now, Steve?
This. Oh,
Well, this is Jake. Steve's not, but there's actually nothing there. And he wants to use it more year round as a recreational and whatnot for the family. But so it's just currently the barn doors, the wooden existing, and they're going to stay there. They're actually projected on the outside of the home. So when you open those up, you're stepping in and we're going to be installing that patio behind that barn door.
Good idea.
Nice.
Yeah.
I move to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Good. Yeah, it's unfortunately the home
Thank you all and have a great night.
Bye.
It would have been interesting to talk to the homeowner and find out who does all the sculpting on the front lawn.
All the
of
sculpting.
these Deceased trees
You noticed that? I didn't notice the- Did you notice the what? Dog feeding.
and the painting on the side of the
Oh, I see.
house.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is
The
interesting.
painting looked like, I had a hospice patient one time that had a beautiful
It's a huge house.
view of the bay
Yeah.
in Barnstable. And I took pictures of, and made a panoramic of it. And after he passed away, I gave pictures to the widow and the children. And when I went to the house, it looked like this old picture that I had taken. I wondered if the woman had moved there.
Could have been. Who's in there on IT tonight? Is it
Ben and. Dave.
Ben? Ben, can you click the, this meeting is being recorded? Got it? No, he may not have heard me. Huh? Can you click the, I got it, so we can see the full screen?
I do that on this TV.
Oh, okay. Oh, next time we
If
can
we
do
only
it.
knew that.
Thank
What I'm
you.
here for.
Where do you do it?
Oh, that's true. We don't want to, job security.
Yeah, you are a techie guy.
That's why I get paid the big bucks.
I don't know if you remember, I brought up this house on Wood Road when we were discussing RPAD's doors. And it's just like this, where you have these two panels away from the house a little bit.
How many
you
windows
slide
have we?
them, and then you have the glass doors behind them.
Like that, yes.
It's exactly the same setup. Okay. So the last item on the agenda, besides the tabled item, is at 9 Andora's Lane. It's a replacement of windows, a lot of windows. And it's Melissa and Frank Obadisano are the owners. Cauto Construction is the agent. So perhaps they are
Do we
here.
have anybody from Cauto Construction?
Melissa and Frank.
Or the owners?
Kelly Ware online, but she's not raising her hand and I'm not sure.
Why don't we bring her in and see?
But otherwise it's just you and then Fred. Ecker on there.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you bring in the,
The other person.
yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
it's either going to be this application or the next one, so.
We'll see if they come on, huh?
Yeah,
Mhm.
so there's one other person. But
We
he's
had
not sure
tabled.
which application it's for, so he's just gonna let the person in and we can figure out who
Yeah.
Kathy.
Kathy Ware.
Yeah.
Kathy, unmute yourself. There she is.
It's actually not Kathy where I introduced myself in the chat. It's Stacy with Seaside Pools. It's for the tabled application.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a shared Zoom account, so sometimes it comes up as different names.
So we're actually dealing with a different application, so stand by,
Correct.
Kat.
Yes, I will.
That's for Cranberry Lane.
I guess nobody is here then for,
There's
Okay.
nobody else on
Lizano.
Zoom, so.
So I'll move to table the application until the end of the meeting
Second.
with the comment that there's
No pictures.
no pictures on our application.
Not
Well,
much
that's-
information on this application.
Well,
How
there
many we're
is-
doing?
We have
does it
no
say?
idea how the new proposed windows compare to the existing because we don't know what the existing look like.
If you go online, you can see the existing.
It
does
Should be in the,
cheating.
but it should be in the
Tell us
application.
Which
I
window
would
it's on.
think.
No. Well, anyway, so
do
I
we have
move
a
to table
second?
the application to the end of the meeting.
Second,
Second.
Okay,
3 seconds.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye,
Aye.
Aye.
the ayes
All
have it.
right, so we have lots of table.
Okay, so table number 9. Now, Becky and Alberto Martino, I don't see them up there either. We may
But
end up
that's, I
tabling
think
that.
Kathy Ware is representing them.
Oh, good.
Or,
Again, it's Stacy with Seaside Pools, so it's not Kathy Ware.
Okay.
Okay, the tabled item from a couple of weeks ago is concerned with fencing at 84 Homerstock Road. Becky and Alberto Martino are the owners and Seaside Pool Service is the agent.
Correct.
And Kathy is, well,
Stacy.
Stacy.
Stacy is Kathy.
Yeah, to represent them. So you sent a good packet of information.
Yeah, I had to update it a bit after our last meeting. I don't know if you, since it was now 5 months ago, you had asked to see how the landscape was going to camouflage the black fencing. And a butter was present, and it was brought to the owner's attention that a unmarked conservation area was on their property. So they had to go back to the engineers, have everything redone. The pool has now been pushed behind the house, but the fencing, the type of fencing remains the same. They have to move their leach field out of the conservation area. They had to do a bunch of different things with conservation, but the fencing, the black fencing is still remaining. So I entered in the landscape photos, which will be camouflaging the fencing.
Your CAD work shows it up very nicely.
Yeah, they had a landscape designer do their entire project. So
So it looks like the landscape plants are on the inside of the fence, Stacy's.
they're going to be on both the inside and the outside. So there'll be some on street sides of the fence, and then some all in their backyard, in their area, where they'll be entertaining and swimming and such.
Yeah, good.
And I gather there are no abutters waiting to get online and address us.
Well, I think it's very understandable now. And, so.
I like it. Motion to approve?
I'll second.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay.
Okay.
Good, Stacy,
Yes,
you're fully approved.
thank you.
Oh, so,
Wish you good luck with the project.
Thank you very much.
we're looking for,
The first one.
The first one.
Right.
Robinson
Cranberry Lane.
Campos.
Then I got the wrong one out.
But is there anybody else waiting?
No, no,
Oh.
Stacy was
No.
the last person on the Zoom. call.
So
There's
we
no-
don't have any representatives from the first one? Okay,
It's kind of different in this statement.
okay. Sign right here, huh? Okay.
So as a procedural matter, we have to untable and then
Right.
retable to the next meeting. Okay. Ready for that? I move to untable the application for Cranberry Lane.
I'll second.
And all in favor of untabling?
Aye.
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 And I move to table the application until the next meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay.
Back to Uppadizano.
So this is a different one. but
That's all right. I can handle it.
While you're signing, can I try to do that for Uppadizano?
Yeah,
All right, I move we untable the item that was tabled, Melissa and Frank Uppadizano at 9 Aunt Dora's Lane. Anybody want to second the untabling?
I thought we just did that.
No, we did
No.
the Campos. Now we're doing the Uppadizanos.
I second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
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 This one? I
Aye.
thought we tabled this for another meeting. Oh, I thought we just did that. Aye.
No, we tabled it to the end of the meeting. Now we have to,
I thought we just untabled it though and then
The,
retabled it
this
to
is
the
a
end.
different
That's
one.
Oh, that was
That's
the,
this one.
was the other one.
Now
That
we're
was
doing
Cranberry Lane.
I'm so
Uppadizanos.
confused.
Having
Don't
it,
blame you.
can get that way.
So now I move to table the application for Melissa and Frank Uppadizano to our next
Is that
meeting.
you?
Second.
No. Oh.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye,
Aye. Aye.
Okay.
with the hope that they'll
those-
provide some pictures next time.
Well, the problem is, I think they want no grills,
Oh,
Mm.
because if you look at the spec sheet.
Well, the
where it
pictures that
Yeah.
are there, the windows
asks
have no
if you
grills.
want 6/6 or whatever.
I can, I
If
mean,
they
I
didn't
live
check
a block
anything.
away. You want me to, I can grab pictures for us if you want. I know they should, but if we want to expedite, I can just take the pictures.
Seems to me
Yeah,
to be
I
up to
drove
the
by
owner.
and it looked like they
Is
were
that your pen,
grills in
Rosemary?
some of the
This
windows
is
at
pen.
least.
It's literally,
They
block
just
away.
keep your hands off.
give me something to do
Good.
while I walk the dog.
Let's see, this goes with this. Okay, so that's all the items that
Well,
we have to deal with.
Minutes, right? But that's the
Minutes.
items, yeah.
It's the minutes.
The minutes.
You have? No, I haven't. No. Susan just had
The
them.
minutes from March 14th, the last meeting. So
I move to approve the minutes from March 14th, 2022.
I'll second.
Okay, before I ask for a vote on it, everybody's happy, no changes?
Look, I
It's
read
good
them
as
over.
is.
Aye.
Good. Okay. All those in favor of
Approving.
accepting the minutes as written?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye,
Aye.
I abstain.
you weren't here.
I wasn't there.
Good. Okay, there's one thing, we can close the meeting. but I want to get something straightened out.
I move to close the
Oh,
meeting.
wait,
adjourn.
no, he has to,
No,
you're
no,
speaking,
no,
aren't
no.
you? No? Okay, I've misunderstood.
Move to adjourn.
So you,
Move to adjourn.
I'll
Second.
You can't.
all those in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
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 Aye. Aye.
Okay, good. Let them turn that off for
Yeah.
a minute.